This coat is dirty as hell, man. Look at that shit. Hey, you still have people out here who are lost in the matrix, man. Like I said, man, when it comes to, I don't know if I should take this off. It's kind of too hot for this shit. Not hot, but it's dirty. I don't want to wear this motherfucker no more. Right. Damn. Can't even get out the motherfucker. So y'all, look, man. A lot of people, man, like, we live in a world where people place value on the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? For instance, some people will say you should be married by 30 or 40, as if marriage is the ultimate goal. Marriage is not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to pick the right person, to never break up with them and not go to divorce. That's the ultimate goal. Anybody can marry somebody. You have a lot of people who say that you should have a kid by a certain age. Most people are going to, I get it. If you're a woman, I can kind of understand, because you got to be fertile and all this shit. I get that, man. So I can't even not consider that when you're a woman. But even then, though, I still feel like, women should not be like, oh shit, I'm almost 30. Let me have kids real quick. It's something you just have to trust with God, man. Because if you don't, a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to rush your hand. You're going to try to move your hand instead of waiting on God's hand. And it's going to be an ugly hand. You're going to get dealt an ugly ass hand. You're going to get dealt an ugly ass hand. Where's your faith at as a woman? If you are a woman. Since I understand a woman needs to be fertile and shit, I get it. But where's your faith at? Listening to all these other females tell you, oh, by 30, you better have this and you better have that. Man, you don't know the timing of God and the hand of God. You're going by your hand, and that's where people fuck up at all the time. I should have this right now. I should have that right now. How do you know? Let God work on you. Are you doing your best to get what you want in life? If you are, then obviously it's the hand of God working with you and moving in God's time, not your time. So many people got married so quick, you know. Yeah, sometimes you feel left out. Like, I've never been married. I've been engaged before, but good thing I didn't get married, or I'd probably be divorced. You see what I'm saying? So I've been engaged before, and when I did get engaged, I didn't even know. I was just doing it just because, oh, this is what you do in life. You know what I mean? The shit I know now, man, I would have never got engaged then. Or I never, basically all you doing is asking somebody to fucking marry you. And it's man, the shit I know now versus the shit I know then, it's not even the same. So a lot of people ain't even husband or wife yet, and you want to be husband or wife. You're not even husband or wife yet, but yet you want to be. That don't make sense. You're gonna fuck up, man. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want divorce. I don't want divorce. You can't really you can't prevent it, but I could be a better molded husband by waiting and taking my time. One of the biggest things about being a husband or wife that everybody overlooks is understanding what the opposite sex is. In other words, a big part of being a husband or wife is understanding what a husband or wife is, so you can pick one. It ain't just about you becoming one. That's the part nobody want to understand. All these people rushing to pick people. Sometimes you don't even know what a husband or wife is. You picking a guy because of this, he's this tall or this color or she got a big ass or this or that. You have no idea what a husband or wife is yet because you haven't became one. You have to become one first, man. Y'all trying to skip levels in life, man. That's y'all problem, man. Ah, man. Gotta give me a stand one day, man. I just don't know where to put the motherfucker if I did have one. Anyways, man, back to what I was saying, man. One of the biggest things about being a husband or wife, and believe this shit, is being able to understand what a husband or wife is, so you can A, become a husband or wife, so you can B, pick a husband or wife. That is fucking key. Everybody act like this shit don't fucking matter. It don't matter if I'm a husband or wife. It don't matter if I pick one or not. I'm just gonna marry who I like and it's just gonna be all gravy. No, motherfucker, you're gonna end up in divorce court. It's already, even if you are a husband or wife and you pick one, it's still you still got a chance of fucking up and it not working. You just have a slimmer chance, a lot slimmer chance, because both of y'all are actually husband and wife material, instead of somebody who just thinks it's cool. A lot of people just think it's cool to be a husband or wife and have no idea what it really takes. The more you wait, the longer you wait, the more you understand about being a husband or wife, or a father or mother. Same thing with these statuses. People talking about all the good men are gone. If that's the case, then that means every single woman, including the woman that says it, that makes you not a good woman then. So what, all single women are bad women? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I hear people say this a lot. Oh, somebody didn't pick you because something was wrong with you. That's why. That's the truth. You're single because nobody wanted you and all this bullshit. A lot of women are single because they walked away from some bullshit. Oh, come on, man. So what? I'm supposed to stay in a relationship with some bullshit? A woman cheats on me or something. I'm supposed to stay with her to make the world feel like I'm some type of lover? The fuck out of here, man. Don't do that, y'all. Stop listening to the fucking world, man, telling you you're not a good lover because you're not in a relationship, when half the motherfuckers in relationships right now are cheaters and everything else. I ain't saying all of them, but I'm gonna say at least half of them. Probably more, but I'll just be nice and say half. Half the motherfuckers in relationships right now shouldn't even have a fucking relationship. It's just the person don't want to leave them for whatever reason. They scared, they got a kid by them or something like that. So unplug from the fucking matrix, man. The matrix is telling you a lie. Everybody in relationships so happy and this and that, and they're the best lovers in the world. Bullshit. Most relationships ain't happy. You want to be one of them? I don't. So therefore, time must be taken. The more time you take, the better lover you become, and the better you become at understanding what a lover is, so you can pick the right one. This shit means nothing if you pick the wrong lover. Dog, don't y'all get it? It ain't just about you. That's like saying I'm Michael Jordan, I'm gonna win the whole finals by myself. No, you not. Don't matter if you Michael Jordan. So, in other words, AKA, it does not matter if you're a good lover or not. You could be the best lover life has ever seen, but if you pick the wrong lover, guess what? Your relationship gonna fail. Plain and simple, people. So stop thinking it's all about you or all about them. It's two people, man. Never rush this shit, man. Never rush this having a baby or getting in relationships, getting married shit. And don't rush this shit, because you're just gonna regret it, man. And not only will you probably regret it, these things leave lifetime scars, man. Lifetime effects. You got to have a relationship with your baby daddy or mama, and y'all not even, your baby daddy and mama, y'all not even together no more. But you still got to have a relationship with them, AKA arguing, energy. They sucking your energy, always bickering at you. You still got to deal with that because you wanted to rush and get with somebody. Because you listened to the world who told you, hey man, you gotta be married or this or that by this age. Man, by 30 years old, you just now figuring out what the fuck really going on. You just really understanding who the fuck you are. So how the fuck you gonna be, some people can pull it off. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just saying you have a better chance of waiting out. I understand as a woman, you're worried about I'm fertile, I gotta get a kid. Man, that's where you gotta trust God at, man. That's where the faith of a female needs to be put in God. Okay, God knows God made you to have kids, right? Am I right or wrong? Did God make you to have kids, right or wrong, as a woman? Yeah, so you're telling me that God don't know that you supposed to have a great man at a certain time? Better stop falling for that counterfeit devil bullshit. Oh, you don't want to have faith in me? That's what, oh, God, like, okay, don't have faith in me. Watch this. Go ahead and bite off the apple leaf of the fucking devil and watch what happens. Because that's what it is. It's basically saying, I don't trust you enough, God. I need to hurry up. This needs to happen now. That's like a new car. I want a new car. Man, I don't trust you, God. I'm about to just go buy one. I'm about to make this. I don't have to do that, because guess what? When it's time for me to get a new car, it's going to be perfectly there. Like a fucking newborn baby. Like a beautiful ass newborn baby. I'm not going to be able to resist it. It's going to be the perfect ass deal. But if I rush, oh, let me hurry up and rush this. And I'm not telling people that you don't have to do things on your own. Ye are gods, right? I'm not saying that you don't have to do, you're not the creator though. So yeah, I'm not saying sit like a bump on a log and never do nothing with life, never try to become a wife or a husband, or try to, how can I say this? Or do what you got to do to make somebody want to marry you. I'm not saying don't do that, but what I'm saying, don't rush. A lot of y'all rushing to move in with each other. Why? If we both know that we got the same goal, yeah, we exclusive with each other, man, that candle gonna stay lit. That's all that's gonna do. That's all it's gonna do. Oh, we ain't moved in together yet, but one day we will. Motherfuckers want to rush everything though, man. They want to skip levels. Just like in life, they want to skip levels. Oh, I can't afford that $70,000 car, but I'm gonna buy it anyway and make it look like I'm a guy that can afford $70,000 cars. That's skipping levels. Because like, even I say it all the time, I could buy a car for $70,000. Me, literally, I could buy a car for $70,000. Matter of fact, I could buy two if I want. But that's skipping levels, because I'm not on that level to blow that type of money, because I don't have that passive income. So that would be me skipping levels. So if I'm not on the level, what the hell these other motherfuckers doing? They definitely skipping shit, right? All I know is if I got married in my 20s, dog, I'm nowhere near what I am. My mental mind compared to then, it's not even close. It's not even close, man. I didn't have no understanding like I do now of relationships. No understanding like I do now of what a wife is. No understanding like I do now of what a husband is. This is the beauty of waiting. What's the worst that could have happened if I wait? Really nothing. But what's the worst that could happen if I did not wait? Now you're looking at divorce and all this other shit. Oh, you don't care about divorce, huh? It's nothing, right? It's nothing, right? It is something. I want my wife to be my first wife, plain and simple. But that, I mean, even if I did get married again, had two wives, okay, fine. It is what it is. But the point is this, man. Nobody wants to go through that if you can avoid that shit, man. Stop listening to these people, man. Stop listening to them, man. They're telling you, what they are telling you guys is, they're trying to tell you that age determines if you should be married or not. That's number one. And then they're trying to tell you that you're single because something is wrong with you. Maybe something is wrong with the people that you talk to, and you like, nah, I don't want to be with them. I hear it all the time. Oh, she's beautiful. Something must be wrong with her. She's single. Why is she single? Something must be wrong. Not necessarily. I really don't want to offend people on videos, but if I tell you why I'm single, you would probably agree in a lot of reasons. But that don't mean that I don't have the capabilities of making a woman happy, and that don't mean that there's not a woman out here that doesn't have the capabilities of making me happy. I'd be a fool to say every last single woman out here single is bad. That's bullshit. I see a lot of women who are in relationships that are on some bullshit, right? Just like men. A lot of it has to do with attraction sometimes, or putting yourself out there. I say that all the time. A lot of people don't even know I exist. Or maybe you're a good ass woman, but you stay to yourself. You don't be out in the club and all this shit. You don't show your body on the internet or something like that. I don't know, but you get my point, right? And men don't even know you exist. Because you doing your own thing, right? You self-improving. You ain't worried about being seen. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to succeed. So that right there, like, people act like these good women don't exist, man. Or maybe a woman there's somewhere in this world right now is a woman that had to walk away from getting beat on by a man or cheated on or something. Or vice versa. A man walking away because a woman cheating or something. So is that woman or man bad? I'm just wondering. I need people to help, because everybody claims this relationship shit determines somebody's status, and that's some bullshit. I used to kind of started to fall into that belief, but hell no, I don't. Because every time I turn around, when you think somebody's happy in a relationship, they're really not. They're really not, man. A lot of people, man, you think, oh man, they happy, and then you come find out they wasn't happy, man. I don't want to be that, man. I don't want to be that person that acts like I'm happy with a woman. Nah, fuck that. I want happy for real. And the only way to do that is to correctly be that person, that man, and pick that correct woman. That's the only way. Or just be happy alone. But a relationship status, married, all that don't determine nothing. So get it out y'all heads. Get it out y'all heads, man. This world is a fucked up place, man. And if you get sucked in this matrix, it's gonna burn you, man. I promise y'all, man. You gotta think outside the box or end up in that motherfucker, basically. Like I said, man, my confidence and my motherfucking faith is 100. So I don't even care. Even if okay, so what? I don't get married. So what? Then God didn't want it to happen, did he? Because I have that much faith in God that if he wants me to get married, it's going to happen. Ain't nothing nobody could do or nothing nobody could say or any of that that's going to stop that from happening besides me. And how could I do that? By not improving as a person, understanding what's right from wrong, and doing what I'm supposed to do as a motherfucking man. I'm the only one that can stop me from getting a wife, right? So why am I worried? I'm not worried about those things. Thou shalt not covet. You shouldn't worry about them either. Let God deal with that, because ultimately, look, man, ultimately, even if you are a person that think you know what a wife or a husband is, and you think you know who you should pick and all that, you really don't know, but God does. So things like that, to me, I feel like is really out of my hands more than in my hands. So therefore, I leave that. That's some things are meant to be, in God's hands. Like, okay, God, I accept the things that I cannot control or change. One of the things I cannot control or change is picking the right woman. Yes, you pick the person, but really, can you really determine how somebody's going to end later? God knows more about a person than you. He knows pretty much if a person going to flip up on you or not. You don't. So certain things like that, you just can't control. That's why I don't understand why people always want to move at their pace and try to move with their hand. Your hand's not stronger than God's hand. And you're going to find out in the end, damn, I should have been patient. Such and such looks so happy, but watch her get divorced. Watch him get divorced. Because this is the type of world we live in, man. And I'm not saying that you don't get married. What I'm saying is take your time. Stop rushing, man. You're not missing nothing. If anything, just self-improve. Become a better person. The more you do this, the better partner you're going to be. The better you're going to understand picking a better partner. It just is what it fucking is, man. Or you can rush if you want. I mean, you can't tell. Some people are meant to find the right person at a very young age. It happens. But not everybody. You can't say everybody's meant for that. What about like people like Jay-Z, Beyonce? What they do? They ain't get married till 30s. Jay-Z almost 40, I think, right? So I guess he was too old too, right? I mean, it's just certain things, man. He probably wasn't even ready in his 20s. He probably knew it. He's like, man, I ain't ready for this shit yet. This is what I like about people who know that, like, really be real with themselves. Like, man, I ain't ready yet. And that don't mean you can't get to know people, get to know the person that you potentially marry, but you don't rush it. So in other words, maybe you met your wife, right? So you get to know them, you take your time with them, you ain't gotta fucking move in with them 6 months, like all that dumb shit. Now you rushing the relationship instead of molding the relationship. Hold on. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people, man, they be like, oh, something's wrong with such and such. I got a man, blah, blah, blah. A lot of times, man, a lot of that shit, a lot of y'all women need to understand, some of those women, I got a man, blah, 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 a man every fucking month, you know what I mean? Understand that this person is just settling just to have somebody. They are literally settling to have somebody. That's literally what it is. I'm going to settle just to say I got a woman or man. You know what I mean? That's not a good thing. So what about the woman or man that is not settling? What about the woman or man that wants to take their time before they pick somebody? Are they a bad woman or man because they choose to have standards? Because we all know when it comes to women and men, most of them are not going to meet your standards. And when I say that, I'm not talking about fucking, oh, they got to be a supermodel or this or that. I'm talking about standards as far as who they are as a person in general. You know, shit that matters. A lot of people are not going to meet your standards. So what? I guess you're a bad person because you have standards. Some people don't give a fuck about standards. All they care about is having a woman or man. That's all they care about. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's most people, believe it or not. And then you have people who should be single right now, but they're not. Why are they not single? Because they don't have standards as far as walking away from somebody. I know this girl cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to still stay with her. That man should be single. When that woman cheated, he should be single, right? Or the woman, vice versa. The type of men she picks, she settles. She picks a man that she knows that she shouldn't pick, but I'm going to just pick him because he's there, right? This man cheats, but she's still with him. She should be single, right? But she's not. But the other woman who walked away from the shit, she's single, but somehow, some way, y'all are saying this woman that walked away versus the one that stayed with the motherfucker that gave her the black eyes and cheats on her. You're saying that woman's better. And you're saying that man's better, too. Because here's another thing. Two men could do the same exact thing, but one woman stay and one woman don't. Or vice versa. Or vice versa. Some women would bend and left a man, right? But she got kids with him. She can't do it, right? Or she feels she can't do it. Let's rephrase that, right? Then you got a man, maybe he don't have a kid by a woman, and she'll just up and leave him, right? There's so many different situations to the whole fucking thing, man. It's not one way. If you are single, though, I suggest this. I do suggest that you, you know, put blame on yourself a little bit. See what you can self-improve on. But I do not suggest that you feel like, oh, something's wrong with me. Nobody wants me, this or that. You know what I mean? No, you just keep self-improving, man. And you're going to find the right person, man. and you're going to become the right person. But all these other people who think relationships make them the right person, it's going to end up bad for them. There's a lot of people who think relationships make them the right person or a better person. They think who they pick, or who they pick makes them some special person or something. That's why a lot of times men will pass up on certain women, good women, over some woman because she looks a little bit better than the other women, but she's not a good woman. But he'll pick her because he thinks, oh, this trophy, this good looking trophy, this makes me the shit. Same thing with women. Oh, I'm not gonna pick this guy because he's not out. He ain't been fucking the whole bunch. He ain't been fucking the whole city. But I'll pick this one because since he been fucking the whole city, he must be special, right? That's how they think. Or no woman's fighting over this guy, so I don't want him. Let me pick this one. They think that makes them, validates them, and makes them some better person. These are lies. All this shit I'm saying on video is a bunch of lies. Not me lying, but the lies that I'm exposing on this shit, man. Y'all fall for it, though. Come out the matrix, man. Come out the matrix. Stop thinking like everybody else, because most people are going to the slaughter. You got to think outside the box or be in that motherfucker, man. Most people are in the box. Oh, shit, I'm almost 40. I'm not married yet. My life's over. No faith. Instead of, oh, shit, I'm 40, let me figure out how to become a millionaire. Worried about a fucking marriage, man. Fix your shit first. Fix your shit first, man. I'm not scared to not be married, man. You shouldn't be either. It's only a fucking piece. It does not validate who you are as a lover, man. Because you could not be married and be the greatest lover on earth. And you could be married and be one of the worst people. You really should be divorced. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. A lot of people who are married have done shit that should have been qualified for divorce. But they're with the person who doesn't know or doesn't want to leave them or scared to leave them or whatever. It don't matter. They still should be fucking divorced. If you go by the rules of the game, the motherfucker should be single, right? And then you got people who settle. If you go by the rules of the game, they would still be single. But they say, I'll just pick somebody. See that? Motherfuckers don't want to go the hard route, the more rewarding route. Everybody's scared. Good things come to people who wait. And I forgot. As far as this relationship shit, even if you're in a relationship with somebody, man, all that rushing, you imagine rushing a project that you're trying to build. You're rushing your project, moving in 6 months and all. You rushing a fucking project, dog. Oh shit, I better marry him. Oh, if a man ain't say he wanted to marry you in 6 months, there's something wrong, and all this bullshit ass lies. That's all that is, a fucking lie. A man really don't even know his real feelings for you in 6 months. Y'all can say, yes, he does, and all this shit, and listen to these lying-ass men that suck up to women, because that's what they doing, telling women what they fucking want to hear. You really don't know. Yeah, you might feel like you like a motherfucker a whole lot and all that shit, man. But, man, come on, 6 months? 6 months. Something is seriously wrong if a man wants to... I ain't gonna say if he wants to marry a woman, but if he asks a woman to marry him in 6 months, something's not right with that. Women can say what the fuck they want, but that's why a lot of women end up divorced. Because nobody wants to accept the truth around this motherfucker. Everybody want to go with what feels good, this fairy tale ass story. Real feelings take time. You ain't even been through enough yet. So how can a man's feelings that he thinks he feels for you actually be qualified as real feelings? They might be real feelings, but how do you really know yet in 6 months? How does a woman even know in 6 months? You don't, man. Let's be honest about it, man. You don't. So just enjoy the fucking ride and stop rushing. Stop rushing shit, man. Enjoy the fucking ride. You gonna look back one day, man, like, man, I miss when we used to walk down the alley drinking beer before we got married and had kids and all that. See, motherfuckers don't want to enjoy the fucking moment. They want to rush in. Man, take your fucking time, because you're going to look back and you're not going to be able to get those times back. Those Cinderella stages of the relationship, you're not getting that shit back once it's gone. So why you rushing it? Make that shit last as long as fucking possible. Why not? All it's gonna do is keep the candle lit even more. With all this rushing, you're gonna blow that fucking candle out. You're gonna blow that fucking candle out, and then what? All because of the world telling you that you better rush and get married, or you better have this by this age, and if you don't, something is wrong with you, and all this shit. Well, really, we all know that any one of us really can get married right now if we really, really wanted to. Any one of us. Anybody. It don't matter who is it to. It don't matter. Any one of us can get married if we really want to. But should we? That's the question. I could be a father right now. Sure, there's plenty of women that wouldn't mind having a kid by me. Why wouldn't they? They'd benefit from it, right? But that don't mean I should do it. That's dumb. Anyways, man, I'm not going to talk y'all heads off, man. Got my food. About to go home and chill, man. 6-day schedule. I'm ready. You know what I mean? You just don't let these people determine how you feel about yourself, man. Understand, man, a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, man. And the reason why a lot of people make a lot of mistakes is not because they dumb, you know what I mean, or they're not as smart as the next one. A lot of it just be them thinking, not me. Not me. Oh, I'm going to just hurry up and get married. It ain't going to happen to me. And all these other things. And instead of learning from other people's mistakes, they rather learn from their own. Why? I have no fucking idea. I don't know, man. All I know is don't rush your life. And if you are in a relationship, don't rush it. You know what I mean? That Cinderella shit, that early age shit only comes one time. It's only there once. And once it's gone, only the strong survive when it comes to these relationships. Only the strong survive. Only the real feelings for people survive too. But then again, you can still have real feelings for a person and not even want to sleep with them no more, or not even want them no more. Who knows? That's why I say don't rush that shit, man. Take your time, man. Don't just rush and move in right away and all that shit. Take your time, man. We're going to move in together. Don't even worry about it. But for now, we're going to have this fun of seeing each other, you know what I mean, 3-4 times a week or whatever the case may be. All that's going to do is make y'all like each other more, man. But motherfuckers don't want to do that, man. They don't want to do it, man. But then they wonder, oh, what happened to the relationship? Why ain't it like it used to be? You rushed past what it used to be, remember? You didn't want that no more. Oh, shit, let's move in now. Let's get married now. You wanted to bypass that instead of just riding the fucking wave. Nah, that's not what you wanted. So it is what it is. So learn the hard way. All the people out here who think age determines when you should get married. All the people out here who thinks a status determines how good of a lover somebody is. That's on y'all, man. Y'all do what y'all do, though. I'm out this motherfucker, man, like always.